Alabama lawmakers are in Montgomery today arguing over ways to divide the state into 7 voting districts.
Today was one of those lazy, crazy, hazy days of summertime. We'll talk about the heat and the haze coming up.
We'll continue previewing high school football and check in with the White Plains Wildcats coming up in sports. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Good evening, and thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News for Monday, July 17th, 2023. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
The U.S. Supreme Court recently upheld a lower court ruling that Alabama's congressional districts may violate the Voting Rights Act because they could suppress minority voters. The state legislature has until the end of this week to redraw the district lines, and the Joint Committee given that job held a contentious meeting this morning and ended up with a new map that still has only one district with a black majority. The plan passed on a party line vote, with Republicans supporting it and Democrats rejecting it. Those opposed to the map say Alabama should have at least 2 majority-minority districts, since about 1/4 of the state's residents are black. The arguments are expected to continue throughout the week as the legislature holds a special session to address the lawsuit. When we return, we'll tell you about a son of a former Jacksonville mayor who has expanded his medical practice into a new building.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Dr. George Butch Douthit, Jr. and his staff at Northeast Orthopedics have opened a brand new location in Jacksonville at 800 Pelham Road South, which will serve local patients and operate as the official athletic training and physical therapy provider for Jacksonville State University. Douthit, whose father, George Douthit Sr., was mayor of the city, says he's glad to open this new office in this location.
The reason we chose Jacksonville, Alabama is, number one, it's my hometown. So it gives me something I've always dreamed about, coming back home here and opening an office. One of my partners, Connor Reed, is also from Alexandria. So we're excited about him being a partner here. Other partner, Chris Kelly's from Oxford, and our other folks are from Gadsden. So it's an opportunity for us to come back here local, really make an impact on this community, and we're excited about being here.
And Douthit was asked about the kind of orthopedic services that will be offered in this new location as well.
So we do general orthopedics here at this office with a sports medicine specialty as well. Period. We'll be seeing any type of injuries involving orthopedics. And we also cater to the high schools. We also will be affiliated with Jacksonville State University and covering those athletes as well.
When we return, we'll give you the buzz about what was happening at the Calhoun County Career Academy today.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
These students got free back-to-school haircuts today at the Calhoun County Career Academy in Jacksonville. As we told you last week, these stylish cuts were made by volunteer hairstylists from across Calhoun County, as well as instructors at the academy.
And speaking of back to school preparation, the 2023 sales tax holiday is this weekend. Starting on Friday, July 21st and going through Sunday, the 23rd, Calhoun and Cleburne County shoppers can buy certain school supplies, computers, and clothing free of city and state sales tax. The tax-free deals include computers or computer supplies costing less than $750 each, clothing or shoes costing less than $100 per item, school supplies and textbooks costing less than $50 a piece, and books costing less than $30.
So, Katie, did you notice all the haze around this afternoon?
Certainly did. It really affected visibility where I was today. I don't know about you.
Well, it did. I mean, because you couldn't just, you try to look off in the distance and it wasn't there.
That's right. The things you normally saw, you didn't see today.
And I wonder if maybe Jon Holder, who's standing by in the EAN Weather Center, can tell us what's up with the haze.
Mike and Katie, a lot of haze today, almost looked like smoke. We had really almost smog today across East Alabama. Combination of things causing the haze today across East Alabama. We'll break that down and tell you the forecast for the rest of the week coming up next.
Well, my name's Mike Craven, and we recently purchased an open carport, metal carport from a Waldrop manufacturer. I have an extra car. We have a very small home, very small driveway. And I needed somewhere just to park another vehicle, just out of the weather. And I had been told by 2 or 3 friends that knew we had recently remodeled a home that Waldrops were the people that you need to go talk to. I was in that area one day and I thought, hey, I'll just stop in, and I did without calling, and greeted warmly, well taken care of. It was just, really the whole process was just good from day one.
No rain at all today across East Alabama. A totally dry day. Plenty of sunshine, a lot of heat out there. Temperatures about 90 degrees. That's our average for today, so nothing unexpected that we would have here in the month of July. But it was a little bit below normal this morning, 68 for the nighttime low, 104 the record high, 58 the record low. And again, the days continue to be shorter. 5:46 your sunrise tomorrow with a sunset at 7:55. The most noticeable thing going on in the weather today across East Alabama was the haze. And as we go to weather on your street, warm and hazy again tonight. What you're seeing out there this afternoon, that's going to continue into the evening hours tonight on Greenbrier Deer Road in Anniston, about 70 degrees. We can't totally rule out the chance of a shower or thunderstorm tonight. There could be literally 1 or 2 that pop up around sunset or so, but most folks are going to remain rain-free over on Greenbrier Deer Road in the Golden Springs area of Anniston. Coming up on your Tuesday, let's take you to Eagle Crest Boulevard in Jacksonville. That's right there across from Jacksonville High School and Eagles Landing in that neighborhood. Again, 1 or 2 storms. That's about it at most tomorrow. We're not even going to put our rain or storm icon up here. Total sunshine. Hotter tomorrow, 95 for the high tomorrow afternoon, and virtually no relief in Jacksonville or anywhere else from the heat and the haze coming up tomorrow. Now, the rest of the week, we're going to see a little bit of relief, but it may take a while in getting here. We're looking at temperatures continuing to rise mid to upper 90s as we move through the rest of the week from Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. And quite simply, folks, there's only one word to use to describe the weather this week, and that is hot. Out on Sunbelt Parkway, that's in Silver Lakes. This is not going to be the best week to go out in the middle of the day and do your golfing at Silver Lakes Golf Course. If you can, you want to go out early in the morning or late in the evening towards sunset to get that round of golf in, because in the middle of the day, it's mid to upper 90s, and it's going to be absolutely hot all week long here in East Alabama. The 7-day forecast, you'll see those hot numbers reflected. We go to 95 tomorrow, 97 on Wednesday. Our next chance of rain really not until Thursday afternoon, 96 for the high, a 30% chance of a shower. Heat index values on these days will be over 100 degrees. We'll see a bit of relief from the temperatures coming beginning on Friday. Friday, about a 50-50 chance of those afternoon and early evening scattered showers and thunderstorms, and the high only 92 degrees on Friday, but some 80s coming for the weekend. We'll have some scattered late afternoon showers on Saturday and Sunday, and temperatures will back off actually below normal to the mid and upper 80s before we get right back into the 90s again by Monday of next week. As we mentioned, everybody's talking about the haze, and that brings us to air quality. And the air quality index that we look at here, you have good, moderate, all the way down to very unhealthy and hazardous. This morning, here in Anniston, our number was 97. That means very sensitive. People may wish to limit outdoor exertion, but we were only 3 numbers away from being in the unhealthy. And I really think when the numbers come in from today, tomorrow, I expect us here in Anniston and Heflin and places like that to be in the unhealthy for sensitive groups. I think we're going to be over 100 tomorrow because of all of this haze, and that means sensitive people should limit outdoor exertion coming up tomorrow. So we're right on the cusp of being very unhealthy for sensitive groups. What's causing all this? Well, there's very little wind. There's no rain in the forecast. There's plenty of sunshine. And then we've got some of the Canadian wildfires. We've got some of the smoke coming from that. We've got dust coming over from Africa. That has been something that's been in play as well. And all those factors combining to see what you saw out there today, which is getting on the verge of being unhealthy for sensitive groups. We'll keep watching the air quality index here at Anniston as we move through the work week. Coming up next in sports, we're going to talk White Plains High School football with Chase Robinson. Chase?
Thanks, John. This season, there was a lot of movement among coaches across the state and 5 coaching changes right here in Calhoun County. One of these coaching changes was at White Plains. Blake Jennings takes over the Wildcats football program as he will be going into his first head coaching job. One of the things Jennings wanted to bring to his guys at White Plains is the importance of the weight room. And so far, Coach Jennings says they've done a great job learning the importance of the weight room this summer.
Kids are really starting to learn the weight room and how we do things in there, you know, and we're easing into this football stuff over the past 2 or 3 weeks. But the weight room is really where it's been at, and the kids are really working hard in there, and that's what we're trying to, that's where we got to establish it in there first.
The Wildcats are coming off of a 2-8 year season ago and having to replace some key guys on both sides of the ball, as the Wildcats have had a chance to get out on the field and compete in some 7-on-7s. Coach Jennings says he's had a chance to see some of the guys who have a potential to lead the team this season.
Hey, Dylan Barksdale today, I thought he threw it pretty well for us. You've had a couple of guys at linebacker in there, Dalton Luker, Ashton Wallace. Those guys have played pretty good at linebacker today. Rodney Perry going and catching a few balls for us. We've had a few guys step up today, but, just a lot of work to do.
The White Plains Wildcats will begin the season week 0 as they go on the road to take on the Ramburn Bulldogs. The Model City Ball Club was in Macon on Saturday for the second game of the semi-pro season. It was a great game Saturday, but the Macon Tigers walked away with the 106-103 win over Anniston. Model City moves to 1-1 on the season, and they'll be back at home in Anniston next Saturday to take on the Albany Good Life. The Smash It Sports Vipers are on the road for the next 3 series, and they started out the road trip last night taking on the USSSA Pride. The 2-game win streak for the Vipers ended last night in a low-scoring game in a 2-0 win for the Pride. The Vipers only had 4 hits and left 7 runners on base in the opener. The road series with the Pride continues tonight. That's it for sports. Let's head back over to Mike and Katie.
Thank you for watching East Alabama Now Local News.
We're here online every weekday evening starting around 6:30 on either Facebook or YouTube. Just log into our video feed and watch the news whenever it's convenient for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave us a comment while you're there.
We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.